All right, we're going to get started here in just one moment. I mainly just want to thank everybody for being here. I'll get back up and say a few things in a few minutes, but thank you for being here. I think the Titans are still up 14-3 maybe, so I'm keeping an eye on it when other people are talking. So I want to start today by introducing you to a seventh grader, B.J. McCarley, who is going to really officially welcome you here today and tell you a little bit about his experience at MBA so far. So I'm going to turn this over to B.J.
Good afternoon. My name is B.J. McCarley, and I'm a 7th grader here at MBA, and I'd like to tell you about my experiences as a student. The first time I encountered MBA was in 6th grade. I attended a basketball game. I instantly fell in love with the school. The day was probably my favorite day I've ever had. When the game went on, I saw the student section full of amazing, respectable young men. Some of the fears I had coming to a new school was making friends and the amount of homework I had. But the first day of school, I started meeting new people and making new friends. Even though there's a good amount of homework, the school has many opportunities to get it done in class and study hall. The homework has taught me to be more efficient and get all my work done as soon as possible. The classroom environment is like no other. In the classes, there's about 13 students. The smaller classes promotes a efficient learning environment and better class discussions. My favorite class was literature. We're now currently reading A Christmas Carol about Scrooge, his visits through 3 ghosts, and how he changes. Before I went to MBA, I have not really done any extracurricular activities. But now that I'm in multiple sports, that has taught me to communicate with my classmates and my coaches. I'm in swimming and debate. One thing to look forward to is the Camp Laney trip. To be able to get outside the classroom with your classmates is a great experience and will bring the class together. MBA is a great option for every boy because it encourages a hardworking community and promotes gentlemen scholars and athletes. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, BJ. I really appreciate it. We were just saying, as Mom said when they got here this morning, he said, just 4 months ago, this was me. So you guys sitting out there tonight, BJ did say he came to this event last year too, and so he got a lot out of the admissions preview day. So again, thank you for being here today, and on behalf of the admissions office and all of MBA, we really want to welcome you here to our admissions preview day. I'm Greg Frell, and I teach 7th grade science here at MBA, and I'm the director of admissions and financial aid. I was taking a few of you on tours this past week, and inevitably comes up, how long have you been here and everything. And so just thinking, this is my 21st year here. And so this is something that I always enjoy is this day, but I cannot believe this is my 21st one of these. And they're always unique, but a few things they all have in common is just how impressive these students are that are going to be helping you learn more about MBA today. Today you're going to hear from our head of school, Dr. William Daughtry. You're going to see a film that's going to give you a glimpse into life here at MBA. You'll also hear from a current senior here at MBA, Conor Looney. And here's some great music, some fantastic music performed by our students. After the program today, we're going to have a preview day kind of activity fair and tours if you would like. Many of you have already taken a tour, but if you'd like to take another tour today, I'll say more about that at the end of the program. But as I've said to many of you, you literally can meet every faculty member at MBA today if you'd like. And so that's a really cool thing that we'll do right after the program today on what we call our opportunities or activities fair on the Sloan Quad. I'm going to turn this over now to Matt Smith and the MBA choir. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Conor Looney, and I'm a senior here at MBA. I came here in 7th grade from Oak Hill and have 2 older brothers who also went to MBA, so I didn't have much of a choice for where I could go. But if I could do it all over again, I wouldn't change a thing. When Dr. Daughtry asked me to speak today, I had no idea where to begin. Should I talk about my trip to Rome to study Latin, my time in Ecuador studying Spanish, or maybe my experience in New Zealand as an exchange student? But I think the best place to begin my MBA story is with my 7th grade class trip to Camp Laney. While it might seem boring in comparison with my worldwide adventures, Camp Laney was actually an important part of my time here at MBA. The trip took place in mid-September, so most of us were still getting used to MBA and meeting all of the new people. Coming from Oak Hill, I already had a small friend group, but by the end of the week, my group would look a little bit different. We spent the week doing fun activities like high ropes courses, football and dodgeball tournaments, and even a cardboard boat building competition that, not so surprisingly, ended with about half of our grade in the river. But as much fun as all of that was, my favorite part of the retreat was just getting to know a whole new group of people. Although the trip only lasted 3 days, I think it serves as a great representation for my time here at MBA. Filled with amazing events and opportunities, yet solidified through daily life. Like having Miss Kit greet me as her little lamb chop, hearing Coach Barclay talk about the 3 Fs, food, physics, and football, or Coach Codill checking in on you when you're having a rough day. It's these little things that make MBA what it is. But these little things also make an MBA student. These influences and encounters we have on a daily basis form the gentlemen, scholars, and athletes that go to school here. They turn a scared 7th grader into a senior willing to give a speech in front of hundreds of people, something 6th grade me never could have imagined. With that being said, I would be remiss if I didn't talk about some of the extraordinary opportunities the MBA has provided me with. And when I say extraordinary, I do mean extraordinary. In 8th grade, everyone experiences the joy of taking Latin 1, one of the most notorious classes here at MBA. Around Christmas, 8th graders are encouraged to apply for the Latin Wilson Grant, which is a fully paid trip to Rome to further your study of the language. Seeing this incredible trip, my friends and I decided to apply and were blessed to actually receive the grant to go on the trip. Unfortunately, it was scheduled for spring break of 2020, which was right when COVID was hitting. So it ended up getting pushed back to sophomore year spring break, which was fine except for the fact that I was no longer taking Latin. But as it turns out, one does not need to be studying a dead language to enjoy the beauty of Italy. We spent a week and a half visiting famous museums and sites, like Michelangelo's sculpture of David, the remains of Pompeii, and my personal favorite, St. Peter's Basilica. All of this, of course, thanks to the amazing generosity of the Wilson family. The summer after my sophomore year, I had the opportunity to intern at Operation Stand Down through MBA's sophomore service internship program in the summer. Operation Stand Down is an organization that helps struggling or homeless veterans get back on their feet. I spent 6 weeks learning how a nonprofit works to provide services to their community and gained valuable work experience. My time there included packing and delivering food bags, serving hot meals to veterans, and making calls to community members, all things that made the organization tick. Through MBA, I had the chance to gain valuable life skills that I know will help me later on. Finally, this last summer, I had the opportunity to travel to both Ecuador and New Zealand, both of which were incredible experiences. In Ecuador, I combined service and learning by doing farm work with community members in different parts of rural Ecuador in the Andes Mountains. Throughout my time in the country, I not only improved my Spanish, but also gained a broader perspective of the world and learned more about the fascinating Ecuadorian culture. Perhaps the most interesting experience in Ecuador was eating cuy, which translates into English as guinea pig. I was both terrified and surprised to find out that it actually does taste a little bit like chicken, but with that being said, I do never plan on eating that again. 3 days after returning from Ecuador, I traveled to New Zealand, where I met my host family. While there, I experienced a week of holiday travel across the South Island to see the amazing sights that New Zealand had to offer. The following 3 weeks I spent at Christ College, an all-boys school considered to be one of the best in New Zealand. Throughout the 4 weeks, I grew really close to my family and the other boys at college, so I really enjoyed getting to host my brother, Jake, here in New Zealand for 4 weeks earlier this year. Through MBA, I've had the amazing opportunity to literally travel the world and become a global citizen. But at the end of my summer, I took a moment to reflect on my experiences, and the one word that came to my mind was gratitude. Not just gratitude for the opportunities I was given, but also for such an amazing home to come home to. And that really is what MBA is to me, a home. It's a quite impressive one at that. After sitting through a French and math class at Christ College, I can fully appreciate just how impressive MBA is academically. But MBA also has such a warming and welcoming culture that I'll certainly miss next year. I remember starting here in my 7th grade year, dreading the countless nights that I would spend staying up until midnight doing homework. But after 5 years here, I can honestly say that I can count the number of times I've done that on one hand. Starting a new school is scary. There's no way around that. But MBA makes the transition so easy that one day you'll wonder what you were even scared of. Nashville has a lot of great schools to offer, but after 5 years here and traveling the world, I can honestly say that there's no place I'd rather be than right here on the Hill. Thank you.
Every boy's journey at Montgomery Bell Academy begins an exciting new chapter in their young lives. Here, learning becomes an adventure. Laughter echoes through the hallways, and brotherhood is the foundation of this unique school designed for boys. Whether in the classroom, the athletic field, or on the stage, boys are encouraged to give their best, to tackle new challenges, and to live up to the ideals of gentleman, scholar, athlete.
Tearing Down the Walls exists to build a stronger NBA community and be inclusive to all. Tearing Down the Walls meets through monthly discussions. We host panels with guest speakers to talk about race relations and social justice issues.
As they grow into gentlemen, we believe that it's super important for the boys to get outside of their bubble here on campus and visit their neighbors around Nashville and around the globe. We not only believe that our boys have things to offer, but that they have plenty of things to learn as well. We see it as a symbiotic relationship and work really hard to frame the programming in that way.
Each student is encouraged to write the next page of his own story, guided by an unwavering mission to build boys into good men.
It's definitely unique. I don't know any other schools that allow their kids to take these summer courses around the country and just learn these valuable skills that they will keep with them for the rest of their lives.
I think that I cannot understate the value of these trips. It's been life-changing for me to be able to go overseas and experience new cultures, as well as take classes in these fields that otherwise I would definitely not enter in high school and probably not even in college.
Wilson grants were definitely one of my main reasons for coming to Montgomery Bell Academy.
Ours is a shared narrative. We are building on tradition and investing in excellence with each new generation.
Good afternoon. My name is William Daughtry, head of school here at MBA, and I came in with some notes, and after the boys spoke just a moment ago and after the video, I'm largely throwing them out because I don't know that I can add much to what they have said about particulars with the experience here. I have the great fortune of being in my first year at MBA, which means I get to experience everything anew and with the full excitement, which isn't far from what I hope you're feeling here this afternoon. Today is an opportunity for you to get a small preview and a glimpse into what it's like to be a student here at MBA and a part of our community. And as I was listening to the boys talk and listening to the orchestra and our chorus and watching the video, 3 words came to my mind that I think help to shape the experience here at MBA as I am feeling it now. Inspirational, aspirational, and transformational. I can't help but be inspired by listening to these boys behind us and of hearing the stories of so many alums, of walking on to this incredible campus, particularly at this time of year. It's hard not to step back. I had my own mother here last weekend for the very first time, and she walked up the steps off of Montgomery Bell Avenue, and she paused, and she said, "This looks like the University of Virginia." And I said, "It kind of does." It's an amazing facility that we have. And it begs the question, what really makes MBA MBA? What allows for these incredible moments and these opportunities for the boys? The campus is stunning, it is inspirational, but it's certainly not what makes us such a wonderful place to learn and to grow. And I would say first, it's the boys themselves who come to this school with such a wide array of backgrounds and experiences and interests and ideas. And when they come here, they find others who want to learn and develop alongside them and are excited about the possibilities ahead of them. And it's not common to find a school where you're surrounded by a bunch of guys who want you to do really well, who want you to explore and to be curious. Here, we celebrate the diversity and the dimensionality of boys and look to draw out of each boy here the thing that he is going to find that allows him to be his authentic and full self. And that happens through the many programs that you caught a glimpse of in the video that you heard the boys talking about a moment ago. And it also happens in the small spaces and the interactions throughout the day, which leads me to the word aspirational. Aspiration comes, one, from the place that we're in and the people that we're around, but it's also these incredible teachers that the boys are able to be near, who are not there simply to offer content, to teach a fact, but become lifelong mentors. I was at an alumni reception a few weeks ago in Washington, D.C., and we had graduates there that spanned 50 years at MBA. A graduate from the class of 1973 and one who had just enrolled in his very first year at Georgetown, having graduated last year. And each of them spoke about a teacher that made a difference. A teacher that truly changed the trajectory of their life. One of our seniors a few weeks back was talking about his art. He's been having the opportunity to be at the Frist and at a number of art shows, and I had no idea of his own interest in art. I thought he had been drawing since he could first have the opportunity, and he said quite the opposite. I didn't like art. I had no interest in it at all. And then I had my art class here at MBA. And my teacher, and her passion for art was so infectious, and I saw that that was possible for me. And now I can't imagine life without it. As teachers, our job, the reason that we're here, is that we believe in boys and the possibility ahead of them. And that senior noticing that his teacher was able to draw out of him something that he didn't yet see himself is emblematic of the experience here at MBA. Transformational. We will undoubtedly prepare you for the challenges ahead. The college preparation is there. The freshmen, sophomores in college routinely comment that they are better prepared than their peers. In fact, MBA was harder than college. Hopefully not 7th grade. But by the time the totality of their experience comes through, it was harder. They feel incredibly prepared, not only for the challenges of college, but also to have the adaptability and the creativity to confront novel challenges and to seek solutions. But here, what boys learn more than any other thing is how to ask good questions. The background knowledge is that not there to keep them rooted, in fact. It provides a stable and enduring foundation, but it's how to ask good questions. And the incredible experiences that you've heard some stories about thus far are all about gaining perspectives that offer the possibility and the material for being able to ask good questions. But what we care most about here is not your academic preparation. It's who you are becoming. We care most about forming good men who have a strong sense of purpose and of moral integrity, and who can find ways to give of themselves to others and to make a significant difference in their communities. And everything that we do is designed with boys in mind to meet them in just the right moment, to push them, to encourage them, to hold them to a high standard, so that they grow in their sense of possibility, in their sense of self-efficacy, and that they spend time here confronting hard questions and considering, who am I? What will my mark on the world be? And there's no better influence in that effort than the boys themselves. When they talk about their friendships and the brotherhood here, it is something unique and powerful in the way that the boys balance their hard assumptions of what it means to do well, the way that they encourage one another, push one another, demand the most from one another, and display humility and compassion and care and kindness. And know that being a gentleman is being a good man. So, inspirational, aspirational, transformational, that's been my experience of this community thus far. And I hope that it's what you see little glimpses of as you go about your day here today, and as you listen to the stories that the boys have to tell. We're so glad that you're here. At this point, we're going to hear from the jazz band.
Before we finish in just a moment, I just want to say again, thank you guys very, very much. I really appreciate you doing this today, and I mean, you're incredible. And so I would just want you to know how much I appreciate you taking part of your weekend and your Sunday to really show yourselves and to show what a great place MBA has, and especially in the music and performance here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We used to do this in the theater, and I mean, they would literally, you know, this room takes this band really, really well. It used to blow us out of our seats in that smaller setting, so it was just fantastic, though. So I want to thank you again for being here today and really start moving into our next part of the program in just a few minutes, because I'm also really excited for you to meet my colleagues here and to meet the faculty here. They're very excited to speak with you this afternoon and spend some time with you, take any questions that you might have. And as Dr. Daughtry said, you know, this is an incredible campus, but the boys here and the faculty here are what I'm most excited for you to experience today. So before we do that, just a few things. If you are looking at MBA for next year, for 2024-25, and if you have not submitted an application yet, please do that just as soon as you can, because so we can start a file for him. We are starting to get materials in and some letters in and those kinds of things, so we would love to have a place to put those. And so just as soon as you have a chance, please do that. If you run into any snags or anything, just let us know. That's what we're here for. We'll help you work through that. If you're looking at MBA for sometime in the future, for 2025 or sometime after that, I would love an opportunity to speak with you sometime too and take you on a tour. We have our Thursday coffee and tours at 10 a.m. for parents every Thursday, but we also do private tours all the time, at least twice a day, every day during the week. So give us a call in the admissions office if you have not had a chance to do that. Now, kind of some housekeeping as we get ready to move into the next part of the program. Everybody who received a bag, it's basically one of those MBA bags per family. If you did not get one, we have more out in the lobby. But inside that bag, there is a sheet of paper that will have either an A, a B, a C, or a D on it, and it'll have a tour time. So we'll start our tours around, right at 3 o'clock. We'll have tour groups leaving at 3, 3:10, 3:20, and 3:30. If you would like to take a tour, you'll see an area over on the Sloan Quad where those tours will gather, underneath the bell tower on the Sloan Quadrangle. And then you'll be divided into an A, B, C, or D group within that time slot. If you want to spend the afternoon visiting with the faculty, checking out the robotics presentation, those kinds of things, you're welcome to do that. It's really open for you, and there should be time to do both if you'd like. We've asked our tour guides to hold the tour to about 35 to 40 minutes, but feel free to peel off early if you want to go back and participate in the Opportunities Fair. So we'll have tables set up out on the Sloan Quad for our departments, with the exception of our athletics department. And athletics department is, after you came in, they were busy in the lobby setting up for you out there. And so you can speak with our coaches and members of the athletics department out there if you'd like as well. So really two places to visit with our faculty, both in this lobby and then out on the Sloan Quad. And at 4:15, if you're able, we would love to visit with you in the Joya Commons, which is the dining hall area, and have you come in there for some refreshments. And so at this time, there's two great ways. If you want to go on to the Sloan Quad, you can go out these doors here and make your way onto the other side of the Davis building. We'll have people directing you. If you'd rather go out this direction, we'll have parents out there directing you as well. So thank you again. We really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you outside in a few minutes. All right, thanks.